What's up, Scorpio gang? Welcome to my channel, Tarot by the Intuitive Teacup. That's me. My name's Annie. We're going to read your tarot cards here today. This will be a general message for Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. Of course, anyone's welcome to join this reading. I just ask that you come in with an open heart, an open mind, and desire to better yourself. I want you to feel motivated, empowered, inspired after watching this. If you're not feeling that way, it might not be your message this time around, and it may resonate for you later. You are accountable and responsible for all actions and decisions. Other than that, let's hop in. Let's get you some of these messages. Bottom of your deck is Leo. I always look at this and I'm like, oh, someone's under the weather. It's, someone has a tummy ache or a cold or the flu, or, in a more metaphoric sense, it's like someone just needs to be taken care of. They need a little bit of extra love and time and attention. And especially the way it's shown, make sure you're not neglecting your pet, your fuzzy creatures, right? Whatever you have at home, whether it's a cat or a bird or a dog or a hamster or I don't know, something more exotic. Maybe you have a horse or something else. Make sure your animal friends. I don't know why that's important, but it is. Could also quite clearly be something with a Leo, but let's look into this a little bit closer first. Let's see. Yeah, again, same message. It's like there's a person who, I don't want to use the word suffering. That seems a little too intense, but something's really triggering this person. They're just having like a shit week, or just they're really stressed out. They feel really pressured. Their thoughts are sort of spinning out of control, and it feels like they're sort of frozen. They don't know what move to make because there's so many options or choices or consequences. Like this person they can't quite get their head straight. Again, something with this sun that's very unusual to be shown in the Nine of Swords. Something with a Leo here, or the idea of bringing light, illumination, warmth to help this person have some sort of healthy self-expression of what they're going through, or feeling like that this person can communicate with you. And I think important to say too that they don't have to hide their problems. This isn't necessarily a critique or a comment in a negative way, but sometimes Leo, because they are known as sort of the performers of the zodiac, there's this struggle or inability to always express themselves in authenticity. And so it's easy to talk and celebrate the things that are positive that they do like in their life. But then sometimes when it comes to something negative, again, it's like, let's just brush it under the rug and don't talk about it. Like vulnerability can be a real struggle for some Leos, as well as Scorpios, right? I mean, as well as any sign, right? It doesn't even have to be a specific zodiac sign. But because Leo is being featured here, especially here in almost like a peculiar way, I do feel like for some of you, there might be someone involved here who has strong Leo in their chart. If this is you, if you're a, I don't know, Scorpio rising or Leo rising, whatever, your moon is placed in one of these signs, I also think there's a message too of being really aware of your vibe and how it might be impacting your child. You might want to create better boundaries, healthy boundaries there. Or I would even say, as silly as this may sound, there's something that your child can offer to you that would be of help. And maybe that's just a hug, maybe that's helping cook dinner or helping do some extra chores, or whatever. Maybe it's just turning off your problems for a night and watching, stupid reality shows with you, right? For some of you, there's a connection to the child that the universe is trying to get you to see. No, like this is really helpful. Don't feel like you have to drown in this alone. And I think with this too, it is a tricky energy, but the only constant in life is change. I think that's really important to remember. And for some fixed zodiac signs, that is a terrifying truth, right? So what I'm getting at is the silver lining to this card. Yes, things might be spinning out of control. You're juggling multiple things in the air at once. This can't go on forever. It simply cannot, right? We're at a 9, so usually when we reach a 10, like this, something changes. And especially with the Nine of Swords, it's sort of like you may have recently come across some sort of truth or information that put you in an awkward position or defied expectations or maybe not defied. Well, yes, defied, but it was underwhelming, or you didn't get what you were hoping for. And so maybe you're kind of processing that, and everything that you had planned has sort of been, turned upside down, world turned upside down. But with that, it's almost like, because this would kind of merge into the Ten of Swords, which is Sun in Gemini. Again, Sun, Leo placements here are very important. the illumination of our thoughts, of the truth, of ideas, of information, it actually is going to help you in the long run. But there's a little bit of a transition period here where things are a little bit stressful. So don't feel like you have to do it all alone. Let your guard down, be vulnerable, and let people help you. For a lot of you, this could just be someone who's younger than you in age. Again, for some of you, it's a child, but maybe if you have an adult child, right, it still resonates, right? You know, your child could be 40 years old. Let people help you. And I think sometimes our ego, again, very, very connected to the sun, our ego can get in the way of that, of feeling like, oh, well, I have to do it all on my own or else I have no sense of self-reliance. And sometimes what the universe wants you to know is that you can't do everything yourself. And sometimes that's a bitter pill to swallow, but it's a very, again, harsh but important truth of life for some of you. The good news is, guys, those are the negative messages. I think it gets much better from here. I mean, this ends with the Wheel of Fortune. So already I'm like, okay, I don't mean to minimize your pain or your depression, your anxiety, your sorrow. I mean, I would hope to minimize it. But what I'm trying to say is I'm trying to be sensitive to the fact that you can't just snap your fingers and this goes away. You know, it would be great, but that's not frequently how life works. My best advice for this is take it one thought at a time. You may have, 8, 9, 10 different things you're circling around. Choose one, make a goal list, make a pros and cons list if there's a decision, make a game plan, a projection of how you're going to conquer this one by one. And maybe that's what this is too. It's like symbolic, like baby steps. You can't do all this at once. And so where can you delegate, right? Anyway, from this, it ushers you into some sort of new cycle that is quite fortuitous. But this card has come up a lot. I still see you sort of grappling with accepting the truth of this new cycle because you may have been asked to release or let go of something that it wasn't in your control anymore. I just heard your jurisdiction. I love that word. I forget that I know these words sometimes. They just come out in tarot readings. And again, that's a big Scorpio word too, control. We like to have things under control because, for ancient reasons, for survival purposes, when we know what's going on and we can anticipate, right? That control makes us feel powerful. Again, a Scorpio term. But again, something here, it didn't go the way you had wanted to, but I really want you to understand it was in the long term meant to be. And I'm not necessarily justifying the pain you're going through. Again, for some of you, maybe you're dealing with the loss of a loved one or a pet for that matter. You may have had a pet who was ill for some time and, things of that nature. However, I think a friend from the past may come in to rescue you, or I don't even know if I want to use the word rescue. I don't think that's a good way of putting it. A friend from the past may console you. A friend from the past may offer you some sort of support, a shoulder to cry on, though I don't think that's not what you want to hear, but you know what I mean. A little support. They back you up. And I actually think, again, there's something really sweet and cute. Like they bring some sense of joy into your life. If this is a romantic relationship, it could be your fellow fire sign comes in and, maybe you're going through shit at work or with your family, but it seems like you may have a dating prospect who's really there for you, who, again, wants to love and support you and see you through this sort of difficult time. I think this is a lasting friendship that you will bring with you well into the future, whether it's romantic or not, whether you guys date for a bit and then decide to be just friends. And I know some of you are like, oh my God, I would never do that. You might be surprised because this actually this has a feel to me that it's like the friendship is making the history books. If you choose to pursue something more than friendship, you're welcome to. But even if it doesn't work out, you guys are so sort of in tune and in sync. And like there's a very deep care and affection in how you guys deal with each other, that this would be a relationship where you would be happy to stay in each other's lives even after maybe something had tapered off romantically. Let's get a few more cards for you. Yeah, and some of you might just be struggling right now, feeling like a little bit of like this doom and gloom thing. Maybe you got shitty news at work or you didn't get the promotion you were gunning for. But again, this is temporary. And also, by you not getting this or needing to release something that you thought you needed, maybe it's actually making room for something that the universe is like, no, trust me, you're going to want this one instead. I love that there's like a little elephant shown here too, something about the idea of good luck with the elephant. Isn't that a thing? Like if you have a statue of elephants, you're supposed to point their trunks towards like a window or it might be a certain like direction. I think I heard that in a movie once. Yeah, I don't know why that's coming through. I know it seems random, but I don't know. For one or two of you, maybe you have a little totem of an elephant, or I don't know, like a charm bracelet or a necklace or some symbolism with an elephant. I don't know why that's important, but whatever. Yeah, I keep noticing Leo. It's so funny. Out of all of these, my mind was immediately drawn to that, and there's a lot of cats, too. Who is this Leo? In fact, let's ask, what's under the strength card here? The Hierophant, commitment. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. It's like, it's written in the books. It's stone, it's solid, it's lasting, there's longevity there. There's a commitment, right? Sometimes it can be a marriage card. So some of you may already be married, right? If that's the case, again, that seems sturdy, even though life may be presenting you with other obstacles or challenges. The thing is that it was initially shown to me as a page. So again, that could be something with a child. Maybe there are multiple messages that are going to resonate for you here. This almost seems like some of you maybe recently started connecting with someone in a more romantic way. Again, maybe some sort of like rock solid friendship has started to have a little bit more passion or flirtation or romance to it. Something about that seems good, but it's starting off small. And I think it's for the purpose because, I don't know, I do believe in fate, and I'm not saying you have to, right? What you believe is entirely up to you. I'm not here to change that. But sometimes I do think that like when we're in this type of energy, part of it anyway is fated. It's like we had to go through this chapter or this challenge because there was something in ourselves we needed to sort of work on, right? We needed to do some self-reflecting and change something in our life that wasn't healthy or wasn't working for us. So I am a believer in fate and destiny, but I do also believe in agency. I think we have choice in how these things manifest, but I kind of think there's certain goalposts we're supposed to hit in our life, and some of them are like, oh, we had to go through this shitstorm in order to get here. I think you have at least an ally on your side, if not many. I think really it's saying enjoy your friendships right now because those may be your chosen family. Especially for those of you who come from a family that maybe didn't support you or, I don't know, something like that. A lot of fixed energy here. Scorpio, Taurus, Leo. Just waiting for Aquarius to pop out. Tell me a little bit more about this energy here. Someone offering their warmth, their companionship. The Six of Wands. Stop it with all the Leo vibes. If you're not dating a Leo, I'd hop on the dating apps because there's a very good chance you're going to meet one. If you're interested, I feel like this person would take a bullet for you. I love this. Have you guys seen Hot Fuzz? What a fantastic movie. So good. Love Simon Pegg. I actually wonder what his sign is. I feel like he's like an Aries or something, but I don't know. Anyway, moving on. Distraction. Monkey brain. This person will go to war for you. And so it could be that they're being shown as a page too, because maybe you underestimate this person's power or their strength. Maybe you've written them off as just kind of this, not a bad person. I think they're your friend, but you may have written them off as kind of weak or kind of passive. I think it's actually the polar opposite. I think this person approaches you delicately because they really respect you and they're interested. Like they like to pass you the mic and let you do the talking. And again, none of that seems very Scorpionic to me. But again, maybe this is for the Leo cross watchers too, for all I know. There's something about if you call this person, they'll take a guy out for you. It's that type of friend, you know what I mean? Not that I'm suggesting you do that. I'm being comical, right? But that friend you call up, you're like, shit's going down, buddy. I need you over here. And okay, I'll be right there. It's that type of companionship. It's it's solid. It's solid like a rock. I actually really like this energy. And I mean, there might be something rather humorous about this person. You guys may have sort of that ability to kind of just give each other a glance and you guys laugh or giggle because you can kind of tell what the other one is thinking. What can I tell them just to relieve some of this anxiety? I mean, I already gave you sort of my go-to tips about anxiety, right? It comes and goes in waves, right? So when you're in this, it feels, almost panic attack, oh my God, everything's changing, everything's over. That's not true, but again, you kind of have to be able to breathe through it, talk yourself through it, and understand what thoughts are helping you and what are sort of self-sabotaging or keeping you in that kind of lower vibration. Dance with it. Dance through it. What is that cheesy expression that I absolutely love? It's It's not like life is not about waiting for the storms to pass. It's about learning to dance through like, the thunderstorms. Like, awesome. Look at that. I love this card too. This deck is actually really effing cool. I wish I knew the artist's name because I would give her a shout out, but maybe I'll figure it out and write it on Instagram or something. It is some kind of like movie or cinema tarot, of course, right? Because it's me. Yeah, I like this. As shitty as some things may be in your life, I actually think there's amazing opportunities around you, but you may be neglecting to see them or to search for them. And also I think part of this too, again, this is going to sound condescending to some of you who are really going through it, and I don't mean it to be that way, but just simply, as shitty as life is, there is always a reason to be grateful. There is always, no matter what you are going through, a reason to find gratitude, because at least you have something. And more than likely, you guys actually have a lot going for you, but whatever this is, understandably, it's really taxing. It's really taking a toll on you. I feel like if this isn't you, though I think it is, there's also this idea of this energy where when they're around you, this person wants to like sing and dance. They love being that, again, shoulder to cry on, or that companion, that co-pilot, They're that guy or that girl who's just really solid and dependable. So again, utilize them because it makes them feel good. It allows them to live out their purpose of being this really, probably someone who has strong Virgo in their chart. Now that I'm looking at this, it might be Virgo, Leo, Cuspy. The ability to serve is very important. This person likes to feel useful. This person likes to offer services that make a difference in your life. And who, for all I know, maybe this is a coworker. It doesn't have to be romantic, but all right. Last but not least, let's talk quickly about this Wheel of Fortune. Six of Cups, it can be soulmate energy, but again, soulmates don't always have to be, people you're sleeping with. Soulmates can be your best friends. Soulmates can be your siblings. There's just simply like an unspoken connection. I'm like, this is so effing cute. I love this card. I love Six of Cups anyway, but I particularly like the way it's shown here. It's really sweet. It's really adorable. This person knows what you need. So do them the gift or give them the gift of allowing them to help you through this crisis or whatever it is. Pluto is squaring Mars right now. How did I not mention that earlier? So literally your ancient ruler and a more modern ruler. Those two are what we call malefics. Those are big energies, right? Transformative energies, as well as sort of action, assertion, aggression, all the things we kind of give to Mars. And when they're squaring, again, I can't help but be honest with you, it sometimes is a more negative expression of those energies. So something in your life is absolutely transforming. However, it might not be happening in the easiest of ways. So do have faith, Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter energy, that if you were to zoom out and look at the larger picture, this is going to come together slowly, but you might just not have the vantage point of what the puzzle pieces are going to look like yet. Like you're literally dealing with the box full of puzzle pieces, but you don't have like the cover to show you what it's going to look like. You have no choice but to move forward with this. So again, as trivial as it sounds, enjoy the process. Dance through the rainstorms, because what other choice do you have? You're not going to give up. You're effing Scorpio. You persist, you endure, you maintain, right? Fix water, you hold on to your shit. And also that Mars energy, it's very like survival. It's warrior energy. It's going to the battlefields, and you're not alone. There's someone right there. They have your back. Anyway. If this has to do with the ending of a job or ending of a relationship, again, something from your past is going to come through and help you. So, one of your old friends may have a networking opportunity and help get you a job. You may end up, dating a best friend or meeting your next romantic partner through an old friend or through an old classmate. Yeah, in fact, something about the playground schoolyard, I don't know what that is. Now I'm hearing that Paul Simon song. What is it? Me and Julio down by the schoolyard. That's funny. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. Conflict, West Side Story from Two Different Worlds. The Five of Wands. I don't know, though. I mean, yes, Five of Wands can be warring and conflict. I almost think this is like again, there's something about like just calling up your ally and being like, hey, I need a favor. Be here in 10 minutes. They're like, I got you. I'm there. This actually speaks to me more about almost like sexual chemistry of sort of, I'm hearing the word rhythm and patterns. Not what I was going to say, but sure. If you feel trapped, again, it's almost like sort of the mental prison of this person comes to your rescue. This person passes you the key. Very indicative of like Hierophant Taurus type energy. It could be someone who has strong Cancer or Taurus in their chart. Again, more Leo energy. The amount of Leo in here is absolutely insane. Don't allow yourself to be the victim in this situation. Help is just a phone call away. I mean, I've said that to you several times. This to me talks about really good connection and a good ally to have on your team. And maybe it does stand for conflict too, Five of Wands. But again, I think it's saying there's a way out that's right in front of you. You just might not be seeing it right now. I feel like my words are all jumbled now. Anyway. From two different worlds. I think that's particularly important because, again, Jupiter is here. Jupiter can talk about foreign lands, foreign countries, foreign languages, people who grew up with a different faith or a different belief. And I mean, I can't help but lean on the metaphor of West Side Story, right? Yes, something about that might be important. I don't know if you guys have, I don't know what that is. And again, it probably has to do with something from your past or a soulmate. I don't know why I'm getting this. Like, it doesn't totally make sense to me, but again, for somebody out there, it might make sense. This might even involve an adopted sibling or a sibling who is of a different faith or ethnicity or religious upbringing. So maybe there's like a stepbrother, stepsister dynamic, or I don't know what that is, but if you know who that is and it's someone you admire and is good to you, that person is going to be a huge link in helping you out of this. It's like a different culture, a different upbringing. Some of you may end up taking a job in another country or again, something to do with like foreigners, foreign language, travel. I don't know. I don't know what that is, but it seems positive. I don't mind that the Five of Wands is coming up here because I think this person is going to like reinvigorate your energy. It's like they're going to encourage you to like, put your war paint on. Like, this isn't over. We got to fight for what we want. We can't give up now. And again, when you kind of put in that last bit of energy, that's when you start to change and transform things. It gets better from here, Scorpio. I promise you. I promise you. All right, guys, that's what I got for you this week. Please remember to like the video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and please do tell your friends. If I resonate with you, if you like my style of reading tarot, please tell your friends. That would be awesome. Lastly, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so. Check out the comment box below, or the description box below, rather. You can click on my link to my Etsy where you can purchase a reading directly. Or if you want to shoot me an email and kind of let me know what you're looking to get out of it, I can kind of tailor or cater something more towards what you need. I'm happy to do that as well. Other than that, I will see you very soon for more tarot. Bye, Scorpio.